Lacy what?
Wash.
Lacy Wash.
Lacy Wash.
Look, I think this is a real problem.
Please explain.
Yes.
I believe this is a
Oh,
problem.
you mean our
Oh,
problem
okay.
is a problem?
I think it's a problem.
That's great.
You have a judge that's a female, understands the problem.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. I don't think this is a solution for the problem. But I do believe this is a problem. So, look, I was in the consumer space, connected devices like this. Do I need another unit in my house? And I'm sure you've heard that before. I'm not the first one to probably say it. We didn't talk about price points. How much do you think this is gonna sell for?
$199.
$199.
Right. So, if you really wanna do this, go do the Indiegogo, figure it out. But, I mean, even in Indiegogo or, there, you may actually get it funded in some manner, but it's not representative of the entire community of female users, right? And so it's actually a super tiny microcosm of early adopters. So likely you're not gonna find out, but you will get it, you probably would get it funded.
Well, and I don't want to interrupt you. In our surveys, millennials and Gen Xers are by large, most likely
Sure,
early adopters.
of course, but they don't have disposable income. And unfortunately, I mean,
Increasingly, they are buying small
Increasingly.
appliances. This is a major trend.
Yeah, that was actually one of
Yep.
the trends we noticed, that they were increasing on the amount of appliances that they were purchasing.
And on Indiegogo, there are interesting washing solutions that are extraordinarily successful. They haven't been able to deliver on them, but the
that's
audience.
why I said, you're definitely gonna get it funded. I
Yeah.
think that you would get it funded, because I think there's enough, it's a good idea. It has legs, probably. It would get it funded. Consumer devices are, I didn't say that word, on television, whatever the heck this is, really hard. Really hard. And so, a price point of, typically they start at $299, good that it's $199 still. But, it's one of those purchases that you don't really want to think about too much, and $199 is a purchase that I have to think about a lot.
We've heard that, yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And so, to save my bra, let's just say, and I put it in a bag or I take it out. And the question is the washer worse than the dryer, right?
The dryer's the
The
worst.
dryer is the worst.
Exactly.
So this is a second issue for us, and this is another solution that we are working on.
Exactly. And so I think the problem is the problem. I really believe that. I don't think the washer's the problem. I think that the dryer is more the problem, or probably a large percentage of the problem lies in the dryer. And for that, you have a solution. It's called your door hanger or your some hanger that you just air dry, and most people do that probably. So I would do a little customer research around that, try to figure that out before you embark in this. I also think that if you're going to go down the path of doing this, then there must be some app that you start your wash from your office.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
that you
smart
don't have-
appliances all the
yes.
way.
so that you can have your bra done when you get home to go to the party or something. So you didn't talk about that, so talk about a smart appliance as opposed to just an appliance. Because it's not a George Foreman grill, it's, a next generation, washing machine for your garments.
That's very helpful in terms of what to fit into the pitch, actually.
Right.
That is helpful. We do have a plan for an app that will
Yeah.
help you figure out when you've washed your bras, how often, to repurchase your favorite bras, so through the app, and then also monitor the wash cycles. Yeah.
Second thing about that is, I believe in kind of this as an appliance, but then having some sort of other consumable that you use that only,
You're
hooks
on
up
our
to
wavelength.
this. All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the consumable, it'll be an espresso of
Yep.
female garments. So have that in your pitch as well.
That's great.
And also in that, I would say probably fragrance could be one of the things that you could use here, not just the laundry detergent, but something like, spray something kind of nice at the end so that it's finished and
You feel
complete.
good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, this could be just your washer and your dryer.
That's right.
And that was, yes.
Okay, well.
We love it.
You
Oh,
have
we
all
love
the
this
same
feedback.
wonderful thoughts that we have as well.
We love it.
So
Keep it
don't
up.
think about it
great.
as just a washer, right? Because if the problem really is the dryer, then I don't really kind of want to wash. I don't really want the washer.
Yeah, and the drying component is something we definitely want to incorporate. We're just still trying to really hone in on that and figure it out because in the washing machine in the dryer it's using heat
Air.
and
Air
air,
and heat.
and that's what's ruining it. And so we want to
And
be
the
able
tossing.
to and the tossing. We want to be able to aid the drying. We don't necessarily know if we'll be able to do the full complete or if how we're going to be able to integrate that into that. And so that's something we're really working on and really trying to make sure that that's a component that's included.
Okay.
But, yes, drying is the worst part, and so we have a separate drying rack that we think would be best, but
I don't want to go there.
yeah, it's not.
You don't want to go there.
There's no
either.
reason
you
to do
have
it.
a hard enough problem with one device. Please not go two. Okay, no two devices, because it's device extension eventually is good, but even Nest can't figure it out. Okay,
yeah.
so it's very, very difficult to do that. So you just stay with this. If you're gonna do it, stay with this. Figure out how you're gonna manipulate something to figure out how to dry it. I mean, open the lid and let it dry air. I don't know what it is, but
Right.
something like that. You have to, in your pitch, you must put that this is a connected device that has has a consumable associated with it, and the consumable, you will partner with
Gentle
whoever it is.
detergents.
I
Or
don't care.
fragrances.
I'm not sure. Fragrances may be better than gentle detergents.
Okay.
Detergents are, who cares about those? I mean, well, seriously, I mean,
Yeah.
there's no brand, there's no brand identity in the detergent business.
Well,
I mean,
that's
I
where
go,
we think we could,
Tide,
Yeah.
oh,
could
okay,
go,
well,
actually, that's
yeah,
true.
but if I say I'm gonna partner with Victoria's Secrets, their fragrance brand, to do
Mhm.
something like this, well, that's a different
Brilliant.
story,
Mm-hmm. Brilliant.
right? So, but I would create a beautiful video, and I would not take any money from anybody. Go do this on Indiegogo, and don't worry about it. Make a beautiful video. You don't have to have anything. You have to make videos. and
That's right.
Speak nicely. Create a really nice pitch, and then do it that way. What questions?
That's-
What other questions can I answer?
Extraordinary advice.
Super helpful. And it's great to hear that some of the same things that you're thinking about are some of the things that we've also been thinking about as well. So it's like that it's sort of confirming
resonating,
that that thought process that we had.
Yeah. In your pitch, you must add these things, however. So don't like let them be out there.
Mhm.
If you need to add the consumable piece, you need to add the problem really is not the washer, it's the dryer. So I don't know how you're gonna kind of switch around your pitch, but
Can do that.
but you're gonna have to figure that out. You're gonna say, this is a laundry solution, or, you're gonna have to create your own category, because it's not a washing machine.
Right.
So, your own category of a car, you're gonna call it an undergarment solution or something, a new category with your own tagline will go a long way, and how do you figure that out?
Yeah.
Is the question.
It's like a 1-2 punch with the dryer washer issues. Because in our tests, we've tested fabrics actually in our lacy prototype and on the delicate cycle in a washing machine. In one wash alone, you can see wear and tear on the fabric squares after a delicate cycle. So it is there. I think it's not as
It's not as prevalent,
visible to
right?
people. They don't realize. And the experts out there say that really washing machines shorten the life expectancy of bras by half. So, as opposed to hand washing. So that's really, we want to save people money and their beloved bras that they really cherish.
Yeah,
So-
and another thing is probably, in the pitch, you have to incorporate how many bras women buy
Mhm.
on a yearly basis, and you know, what would be the kind of savings, because there's no
Right.
ROI calculation here, it's like,
Well, we sort of did a rough one on it, so we know that women own roughly 7 to 9 bras, and we also were surveying women to see how often they sort of retire them, and we looked at how much people are also spending on them. So on average, if they're spending, let's say, $250 a year to replace whichever ones they needed to replace, and they purchased Lacey, and they were able to extend the life of their bras to last more than a year. So let's say they're able to last 2 to 3 years. After that amount of time, they're saving another $250.
Sure. But women buy bras for the fact that, not because.
And we think that women don't even know how much they're spending sometimes.
Well,
It's
that's
like-
probably true too,
Yeah.
but the calculation won't be necessarily, oh, it's gonna save me, you know, 5 bras over the course of a year. The calculation, first of all, is like, oh, $199, do I want another appliance in my laundry room for
Mhm.
$199? That's the number one thing, right?
Right.
And the first thing I said to you guys is, I love the concept, but I don't think another product to do this is necessary. But if you're gonna do it, you know, go for it.
And we think that it can definitely fit, and maybe if you don't have a laundry room, it can go under your sink, or it could go, you know, in a variety of different places so that it wouldn't be obtrusive, but we also want it to look and blend in with the existing appliances that people would normally have in their
Mhm.
home, so
Sure.
that it's not something that sticks out too much.
Right, well, let's just say that this is a female consumer-centric appliance. It's not gonna look at all like any appliance you have currently in your home.
We just want it to be
Because it's
something-
gonna be designed by you for you,
Mhm.
not by anybody
True.
else in this
Yes.
room for somebody else. So
Mhm.
be very cognizant of that, right? I mean, we're all now consumerized users of everything, and it has to speak to us. Everything about it has to speak to us. So everything in the packaging, everything has to be
Mhm.
beautiful and perfect and has to reflect what you're trying to say.
And it
Yes.
has to really change the conversation around washing, right? And change
Well,
the
you're gonna
mold.
create a new
That's-
category.
That's right. So it's really exciting.
Yeah.
People love the idea.
Well, go for it. Do the Indigo. Don't take any money.
Don't take, okay.
Well, I mean, somebody gives you money, you're gonna take it, right?
If nobody gives us, we're gonna take, yeah, we'll
Yeah,
take it.
but
But,
we understand
uh,
what you're saying. That's really helpful. It's
Yeah.
it's this initial prototype to make sure we have it.
And how
Yeah.
much do you need?
The prototype will be
Prototype is
40,000, and the patents are around 10.
10.
So,
That's
and we're willing to
really
put in some.
Yes,
but it'll
yeah.
be longer, obviously, to get to the prototype.
Right. All right.
So just accelerate the process.
So great to talk with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for your feedback.
Sure.
Thank
Fantastic.
Good seeing you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, have a fun
Have
time
fun.
this evening.
Yeah,
Thanks for
you
spending
too.
so much of it with us. It's